You talking shit?
Yes.
Talk your shit, son.
No, you got to do your intro.
Hey, ladies and germs. How you doing? How you feeling? Feeling good? Me too. I'm here with Justis. This is Adam. Welcome to Requiem for a Tuesday. How the fuck are you?
I'm feeling great.
He's feeling great.
500%.
500%. What does that mean? On a scale of how many percent then?
The standard 100.
Oh, so you're feeling that good.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it.
I like your glasses.
Thank you. They're Dior.
I don't understand what that means.
What do you mean?
They're dealer.
Dior.
Oh.
You dumb fuck.
Some of that Versace.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm still in
Just
shock
a couple
of
of
that.
just a couple of broke guys talking about clothes. Yeah.
Gotta.
We just watched Jeen-Yuhs Part 3. Justis, take it away.
It was
Give me
amazing.
Give me a tweet length review.
I'm not good at Twitter, so and you don't even have a Twitter.
I don't nor do I want one.
I think at this point you should have one. I really do.
No interest in the tweets or the birds or anything in that realm.
I'm thinking still. I'm still processing a tweet length review. Isn't that 280 characters now or something?
I don't know.
It's a bit. I could fill it up. I could fill.
Well, fill
for
me
this
up,
last
Daddy. Come on.
It painted a very interesting picture of a person with a mental illness and the person that you know him as through that time period too. It seems like it's the
You're out of characters.
What?
You're out of characters.
Out of characters. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry.
He's a screamer, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm out of characters.
If you're on max volume, first of all, it's a podcast, so why? Second of all, I'm sorry.
I could bring something back.
Yeah. Whatever, you're good. That tweet just cut off in the middle. But yeah, I agree. It was good.
It'd be a 6-part tweet.
It was still a little disappointing from my prediction was only like 10% right, but it was still disappointing to see.
Yeah, and it was like it did jump a lot of years. So that's understandable now. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, see, it is important.
What I was expecting did kind of happen.
It's important that the narrative of the documentary was like informing why there's gaps.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, all right, moving on.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and then from College Dropout, he did all of this.
You do get a positive and negative feedback during those years too, like in the montages or whatever you would even call that.
Well, I think that this...
It's a neutral betrayal or
A
portrayal.
neutral betrayal.
Neutral portrayal.
That's what I was
of him,
going to say.
think.
I think that if you can say anything, it's that this dude was just... Well, I guess two of them, but the other guy's not on camera ever, so I don't know what he looks like or whatever. But these dudes were very honest. The whole that's all you can say is that they just went for like being real. You know what I mean? Because he's just like, yeah, then he blew up and I kind of fell off, so I didn't see him as much, so, there's not going to be as much footage here. We're just going to move on.
It was interesting.
So,
the pace at which they went through the last
he was
episode.
basically just like, okay, well, then 6 years went by and then I saw him again and I had my camera, so we'll pick back up right here.
Yep.
But the reason why I think that's important is because he could have, because the whole thing's filled with voiceover, like he could have used all the time in between to just narrate over it and be like, and then Kanye did this, and then I felt this way about it. Like, he never did any of that, which is what I was afraid was going to happen. So I'm very glad that didn't happen, because like I said, he was just going for like the straight up thing. He's like, well, this is what I got on film, and it's pretty bad. And it's like, yeah, well, you were definitely there when he was ramping up.
Mike Dean was partying in the back, man.
Well, I'm pretty confident that Mike Dean's always on cocaine, allegedly. I think you have to say that legally. If it's a crime, you know.
Is it a crime?
To do cocaine? I think technically no, but, you know, if you're doing it, you got it. So.
This is incriminating evidence.
I mean, you never see him without sunglasses, really.
Yeah, and that thing you did in the last episode of Jeen-Yuhs.
Yeah,
did.
that's true.
And it was upsetting. You like put sunglasses on, dude.
His
Seriously.
eyes were red.
He's twacked. For sure. He's absolutely twacked.
Yeah. And see, I think the one thing where I think he skewed it a little bit, now maybe again this is just because of the lack of the footage of it at the time, but there were like those moments where he was very clearly just like level-headed and having like important like business decisions, like when he was working on that shoe.
Yeah.
And he was just explaining like every little detail, like what he liked about this sample and what he didn't like about this one and all that. It was all very like a clear, level-headed thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could just like tell the difference. But it's just that like when you only show him like ramped all the way up, then it seems like he's like that all the time, which is misleading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, if it's all the footage you got, what are you going to do, I guess?
I think he did a really good job of showing him not ramped up and then just like doing his thing.
It also showed him get there quick too. Like that one on the plane.
Yeah.
He was like just like spitting. He was like doing his like pattern thing over the beat.
Yeah.
And then it just turned into him like screaming. That was pretty wild.
That was dramatized a lot for me. I feel like he was just in it. He was just trying to get something.
Well, there's a reason why the audio kept going, though, because he kept screaming more and more.
Yeah. Whatever. Some people sing like that all the time. Really loud.
Yeah, that's true, but they were on a private jet. So
it's true, but it was his private jet.
I guess, but then you're getting into, like, that's just semantics.
That's true. Like, to the point of whose plane was it? Yes. But
I'm just saying, like, just
to the point of him screaming on the plane, I get it.
If somebody,
it was just dramatized, I guess is what
all I'm saying is that's not, like, I'm not that grateful for the trip on the private jet if the guy who put me on it is going to be screaming the entire time. You know.
That'd be crazy.
That kind of ruins the PJ. Unless it's a quick flight, you know, you're on a 40-minute flight. It's
I think it was a quick one.
I could put up with that. You have no basis for thinking that at all.
They were in Wyoming going to Los Angeles. Maybe.
Yeah, that's plausible, but that's just because
that's quick. How long is
houses
that?
in those places. I don't know. That could be anywhere. That's like a 7-hour drive.
What? Oh, yes.
No,
drive.
It's way more than 7 hours to drive. And I just said the wrong number, but it's got to be. It's a 13-hour flight.
It's not.
It's a big country.
It's not.
It's a big country.
No, you're full of shit. It's literally an hour.
It's like not an hour. It's not an hour.
By plane, by PJ, it's 40 minutes. That's what I'm calling.
No, that's definitely like a 2.5
They go
flight.
fast. There's not that many people in a PJ.
That's not how that works. Jets all go at similar speeds.
No. Some go faster than the others.
Not on.
If you got less people on the plane, you get there faster. That's just logic.
No, it isn't. Because planes that have more people have larger engines, genius.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's why nobody's making a fucking documentary about you, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So what'd you think of it?
I was just telling you. What are you talking about? You don't listen.
Yeah.
You got fucking. My voice is literally being streamlined directly into your brain, and you still can't fucking hear a word I'm saying. Unbelievable.
That's good. Write that down.
We're recording it.
You should write it down too.
You can. Well, you should start transcribing these.
No.
Why not?
Because
somebody's got to do it.
Oh, that's a lot of work. Are you serious?
You should be. What are those called? A stenographer.
In the courtroom?
Yeah. They have like really bizarre, unique, like custom keyboard that you have to learn. If you can just learn how to use that keyboard, you're good.
It's got rounded keys. You just,
No,
it's all about how you feel it.
it's very strange if you look at it.
It's got like a lever, and like
Yeah.
a turnstile.
I think it has like a foot pedal. You have to, it's like drumming.
I couldn't do it.
You
I'm
gotta-
a horrible drummer.
Yeah, you're not great. Well, you're better than me.
Yeah. Close. You're. We're about neck and neck.
It's fine.
don't know.
You do the feet, I do the hands. We just need 3 other guys to be cool with it. We'll have a hot band.
Like Panic at the Disco. So, enough about Panic at the Disco. We were talking about someone much better.
You were talking about Panic at the Disco.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go into emo references.
You gonna get sad?
Yeah.
No, but there was also like great footage of him in the studio doing awesome shit. You know, like there was Kids See Ghosts footage.
And with the artist, Murakami.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
so cool.
awesome.
That was incredible.
Fucking, there was some Jesus is King stuff. All the stuff with the choir was great.
The fits in Jesus is King are just amazing.
Yeah.
I could wear those outfits every day.
Yeah.
I would go to Sunday service if I could do it with.
We tried. Tickets went
No,
quick.
like I would go every Sunday.
Well, it's not in one place every Sunday.
Well, if it was, I would go.
I get it.
I'll read it again.
That's the thing.
I already
dude.
did it once.
He brought back church, made it cool, and gets no
Church is
respect.
sick.
It's unbelievable.
During wartime, church is what it's all about. They got
crazy.
the rations first. Get to your nearest church, everybody.
You don't know what you're talking about yet again.
Go to church.
Didn't you almost sign up for the army?
Absolutely not. I would be bad at it.
Well, no kidding.
They would kick me out or I would lose something.
Yeah, they'd probably keep you around. They'd let you mop up or something.
Yes, yeah. That seems accurate.
Space Cake's the maintenance guy. Never forget.
There was so much meat.
Oh yeah. We cooked 5 pounds of ground beef just so we could make a couple scallops. Oh. Okay.
So lean.
Yeah, it produced 0 fat or oil. It made no sense. It was the leanest beef of all time. So
Virtually flavorless.
lesson, ladies and gentlemen, when you try to go to Michigan in March for a spring vacation and there's fucking snow everywhere,
You're fucked.
and then you do acid and you need butter because there's no butter in the house. That's the rest of the story. I don't know what my lesson was going to be at the end of that, but that's catching you up as to what we were just referring to, and there was no butter and it was bad. Because the scallops got burnt because there was no fat.
That same weekend,
It made no sense.
there was...
You should be able to put a drop of ground beef.
and it would produce enough fat for you to fry at least a tiny scallop. It was a tiny
100%.
scallop.
He's
They
like,
were
oh,
tiny
he's
scallops.
like, oh, we have to throw more ground beef in here because this isn't working. It's like that's not going to be a solution.
I'm pretty sure I was I was cooking the ground beef. That's how I got the maintenance guy name.
No, I don't remember what happened. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure.
there was a lot going on.
Either way, there was a situation where Kids See Ghosts was supposed to be playing on the television, and it was like a troll video. And because we were tripping, we didn't know. Nobody realized it for like 2 minutes.
Oh my god!
And I was like, guys, this isn't Kids See Ghosts. I'm 100% positive.
I was outside having a cig, and I walk in, and I immediately go, what the fuck is this? Turn this off. And like 3 people screamed, and I think like Jim or somebody was like, thank God somebody said something.
It was insane.
It was terrible. You thought that it was going to be on YouTube, but like didn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't make any sense
No,
why you
I
would have
think
assumed that.
I think it was I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know who picked it.
because we could have just streamed it, definitely. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that all circles back. They were doing Kids See Ghosts. And then the Jesus is King thing. And then that was when they cut to him in like that crazy yard palace thing in like Costa Rica. Right? Wasn't that Costa Rica? Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dominican Republic.
And he had like the stem player shit like laid
There
out.
was sketches for sure of something. I thought it was a spaceship.
It looked just like it.
Yeah.
At least what it ended up being. And he was like already working on Donda. But like the timeline was that it was like right after Jesus is King.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, but he made it, he always makes it seem like, oh, I'm making the album in like 10 days. And it's like, no, of course he's never doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he did that with Ye, and that's why that one, doesn't hold up as well.
I listened to that one a lot, actually.
It's still pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like,
It's one of my favorites for sure.
Is it?
It has one of my more favorite songs.
Which one?
No Mistakes.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Is like, it's not
Charlie Wilson.
It's
incredible.
not one of the best whole records, but that track, dude, it rips.
No disagreements here. I'm just saying. It's still his probably weakest record.
I get what you're saying when you say that it's unfinished, kind of. It's got this like, weird vibe.
It feels like it was done in
it's very hollow
in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It has almost like a bedroom
pop.
Yeah.
He did a Zane Lowe interview when he was at that house, I think, and it looks like what the music sounds like. It's tiny speakers. It's like a tiny little setup.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
That's probably what it was. He probably was just sitting at a desk and made that shit.
It was sick.
5 albums in 5 weeks. Also, they didn't really touch on that. He didn't like give him the props for that.
Pusha T was at that Life of Pablo thing. That was a sick outfit.
Yeah, he looked great. I can't
like,
believe you hadn't seen that before. That's that famous photo of him with like his hands up. It's from the way that it was shot. It seems like Cootie took that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't know
agree.
that. That's like an interesting turn of events that like, because I'd seen the footage of them jumping around and shit like that too.
Was his shot the shot that, like that video, was that the live video? Was there a live stream of it or no?
Yeah, it was live streamed. But I don't remember if it caught all that or if that stuff came out after. Yeah, I just don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was great shit.
Well,
let's talk about the stem player. So Justis has the stem player, but I just think it's important because nobody really seems to understand or appreciate anything about it.
It's getting a lot of acclaim.
Yes, by people who have actually like gotten their hands on one. Everybody just like looks at it, tries to come up with a joke, and then like moves on.
Yeah.
And then like when you explain to people like what it does, they're like, "Oh wait, really?"
Yeah.
And here's the thing: like this thing, like what 4 or 5 years ago, not only would have been a dream come true for us, it sounded like something that was impossible to exist.
Yeah.
So like we used to record our music directly onto a Porta Studio, and then like if you didn't mix it as single tracks out, it would export your entire song, and then that's it. So you either mix it on the Porta Studio or you don't mix it at all.
Yeah.
Basically. So a lot of our songs were not mixed that great, and there was not really much we could do about it. But this thing would allow you to separate all of the instruments that are now compressed into one file back into the original files that we never even had before. Like, that's insane. And then you can isolate them, you can put effects on them, you can do anything. Tempo, Justis, fire her up. You can turn it up a little. I don't know if it's reading.
I think that I'm trying to not spike anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's like not even coming through. I told you to turn it all the way up. Not coming through. There you go. All right, so you got to show a little bit of what it can do here. So just like isolate something. So basically, this is just taking like a very small portion of one of our songs, and he's just completely repurposing every part of it. And you can control every single sample. You can loop them like that. Volume, whatever you want to change. You know, effects, not effects, whatever. We would use, you know, Donda, which it's kind of built for, but, you know, that's a steep legal hill. It's incredible. Again, we literally do not have these files on their own, but this thing can separate them. It makes no sense.
It's a great example because Adam sings lead on this song, but we can isolate it now.
It's true. It's true. This is our experimental electronic lounge concept record. That's me.
I go by the name of Johnny Bananas. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all. Johnny Bananas. I go by the name of Johnny Bananas. Thank y'all for coming. We're gonna have a smooth ride.
See, and it's like if you can handle it right, you can do like some hot drops live on command. You know what I mean? If you time everything out and all that.
The watermelon. The watermelon. Yellow. The watermelon. The.
Sometimes it gets a little out of hand.
The watermelon.
All right, I think people get it. You can cut it.
Dude, you're missing the fact that those vocals rip.
They do not.
They do.
Actually, they do not.
It
but they do
works.
fit the concept, but that's less important.
I'm
you
glad
want the
you
goal to
agree.
be music that's good.
I just want you to agree. If we would have added more reverb, it would have been fine.
I'm drowning in reverb the entire time as it is, and it's not enough. I was plastered. So the backstory behind that record, before we talk more about the stem player for the people listening at home,
Yeah.
I got hammered. We were jamming, and I was like, I just came up with an idea. I'm going to write an entire album. And they were just like, okay. And then I came back like 45 minutes later, and I had 6 songs written. And
Is there an instrumental on that? No.
no, the boys
whole
jammed. The
thing.
boys jammed, and then I live did the vocals over the top without really any pre-planned melody or anything involved or any practice. There was no practice, and we just went for it. And what came out was a lounge album. That's what we call it. Well, no, that was the plan.
Experimental lounge.
It ended up being experimental lounge. The concept was it's going to be a lounge record. Became
Should I check to see if there
Experimental
actually
by
is
default.
anything else on this that we can play? Because I forgot.
no, it's fine. I just wanted to do like a sample of.
I mean, if you want another example, I'd love to give you one.
I understand, but we don't.
It's a
need
lot of
another
hours of
example.
entertainment.
People
I will
get
add.
yeah. It's a great device. The build quality is nice. The internal speaker in it is great.
Yeah.
Isn't the battery doesn't it last really long too, or no? Is that the
in
flaw?
use, like with using the Bluetooth speaker, it's like a 3-hour battery or 2.5 hours.
If you had it
3 hours.
plugged in,
it would
like
take
not the electronic part
it would
though.
take like 20 minutes to
like
charge.
if you had headphones in,
yeah, it would take like 3 hours. I think it would
Okay.
die in like 3 hours.
but the speaker would probably make it die even faster then. I would
Oh
say.
no, then yeah, if it was plugged in the entire time, I feel like it would last longer. Yeah.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I'll let you know. But right now, I think it lasted me like
It's just like you could do that
Yeah.
just like
a while.
just
It was
plug
a
your
while.
headphones into that and take it on the train.
It's sick.
Just remix any song you want at any time.
Yeah. There's gonna be at some point I feel like where you can connect it via Bluetooth to your phone and add tracks like
It'll
that.
have to have an app.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I was thinking even just like a plug
I don't know though.
if they had it. Yeah, but either way, there would have to be some connectivity with your phone because eventually doing anything with your laptop's pretty outdated. It's just like remember when you used to have to sync your iPhone to your computer just to get music on it? Now obviously that's much more advanced and it'll get there. So it's a small hump, but
It's a vision for sure.
Yeah. No, that thing is so advanced and nobody appreciates it. Well, not nobody, but you
It's
know what I
going-
mean.
it's
It's
going
being
to
very
Be
overlooked.
popular. I hope. I want everybody to have one.
Well, it's doing well.
Yeah.
He
That's
posted
sick.
the sales. So he made one post and they made $3 million. So
Mm-hmm. It's a good record.
they're awesome. I mean, I want one too. I would probably struggle with the lack of actual interface and just like remembering button things.
It feels like a good record too. It feels like it was. I feel like he made it with the stem player too. I feel like some of the effects
yeah,
that
that's
are
what
on
you were
it across
saying.
the board sound like he was just using it. Like,
I mean, he probably
its
used
purpose.
it to an extent, but you know.
just as one of the recorded instruments.
yeah,
like
yeah.
not like completely, but he definitely used it as an instrument for some features.
But I mean, he
basically.
definitely made both of them with the player in mind in general, like with the sparse sound and like
yes.
the minimalist of everything. It's
Mhm.
so you can really, really show what that thing can do. Because like
when it's a minimal sound.
yeah, like the crazier your mix is, well, and also he has all the stems for it, you
Mhm.
know, so he can
Yeah.
actually have those be separated to load them in. But like either way, it'd be easier to live remix that than something else. Like the fact that it can do it with our shit, which is like, you know, hectic. There's
yeah.
so much going on and it still separates it is incredible, but it does way better with shit like that when it's minimal.
Beautiful new device.
It
Go
looks
out and buy
it looks great.
Get online now.
I mean, he's really doing right. That thing is like it's legitimately incredible. I can't get over it. We're gonna have to make. Wait, how many?
I
Didn't you
wonder
release
how many-
remixes already too? Right?
I did. Yeah.
Tell the people.
There's 4. The first 4 tracks that were down to 2. I remixed when I got it the day I got it because I wanted. I don't know. It was just super sick to have it. So I like basically played the tracks all the way through, but I did add just some small little effects just so that I could listen back to it easily from my phone.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's awesome. I'm not gonna change it either. There's other tracks, but they keep updating. That's the thing is like, so we were supposed to record this episode when like a couple days ago,
yeah.
and before I made sure I charged it up and I connected it to the stem player like website just to see, and it updated like 3 tracks. And then today, same thing. I went to charge it because the battery was going to die because I had used it the day before for quite a while, and it updated another 5 songs. I don't know what that means. I haven't been
Well,
like
I mean,
comparing.
it's a thing he's been doing since Pablo.
Yeah, he's just making them better as the release.
Well, see, I think Pablo was because he like missed deadlines, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And now with who knows with the other ones, whatever. But with this one, he literally now does not have one because he's releasing it on his platform that he made
Yeah.
on his device. So he could take a year to finish it if he wants to, you know.
It's pretty sick.
And he didn't make the mistake this time like he did with the last one of saying that the album was dropping. Like he said, oh, the Donda 2 event is this day,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Great day.
And either way, the only people who could have heard that shit were people with the stem player, so it's not like all the people complaining had anything to do with that. And also a thing I just remembered from the doc, too, was he did that Q&A thing with him and his mom. And also just all the stuff with his mom and like leading up to her death was just heartbreaking to watch, especially when it was all compiled together. But they did like a Q&A thing, and then he just like started going off. And it sounded just like him today, but then, and then like even in between, they cut to the stuff from like, they did it incrementally. I think at the beginning, right? They kind of showed what they were going to showcase in the whole thing in a little montage at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's George Bush doesn't care about black people. It's like, and then the thing at the thing, he was like, the Q&A, the thing at the thing. The Q&A thing, he was like, it was the same type of thing, like, don't be a slave, shit like that. Like,
yeah.
It's stuff that he's been saying the whole time. So it's just like the guy hasn't changed. He's struggled with things. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like people act like he's like such a fundamentally different guy. It's like, no, he just got like really rich and uber famous. It's like it changes people in that way, but it's not
also,
like
Cootie, like the way that he transitioned after or wait. For the last like 30 minutes, I feel like he did a good job at circling back to that, like the Kanye that he saw him as, which is really nice. It was heartwarming because you could tell that
he cares about him, like they're actually friends.
They were separated for that lengthy period of time that you're talking about.
Well, yeah, because it also goes back, like at the beginning when it's kind of as Kanye's blowing up, they just kind of like grow apart pretty much. And Cootie's pretty much like, oh, damn, I kind of just realized that he doesn't really want me around.
Yeah.
Like he's grown out of this relationship.
Yeah.
And Cootie's like, yeah, man, that was like really tough. And he's like, man, I was, just hoping I could hear from him, see how he's doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. So, I don't know. It was in the right hands, like, for sure. I don't think anybody else, other than someone who's been close with him the whole time, could even be objective.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if it was in Kanye's hands,
so he
could flip that to be it any way he wants.
He also approved the documentary.
Yeah,
and
I
chose to not be a part of it.
No, I believe that like he posted a thing like on Instagram like demanding final cut, and I'm pretty sure the story is just like Cootie reached out and they just like talked about it, and he's like, nah. Or I think he showed it to him.
And he was like, it's fine.
Because obviously he has to approve it, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Or they're going to court for it.
Yeah, which you're not gonna win, Cootie. Sorry, but no, I loved it.
I would sign up to be the typing person in the courtroom for that. What is it called?
Stenographer, again? I believe.
But
that could easily be a medical thing. That could be anything. What do I know? What am I, an English major?
No, I'm the janitor.
No, it's Patrick.
We're losing it, so
you're the one who wanted to hit the bong.
I don't know why that would slow me down. Do you know what I mean? That's not even part of it now.
That doesn't happen to you?
No way. It gets me chewing is what it gets me. Throw it over here.
It gets you chewing?
Like a train.
Oh.
Chewing? Oh yeah, I guess I understand why that's doesn't make sense.
No.
It could mean chewing food, but that's just not. That's for the other show.
That's true.
Yeah, it's easier here. There's no food.
We just had some portillos.
Can we spoil our new ideas with the tiny microwave? Should we do it on this show?
Sure. I got Justis.
I want to make food to scale to the microwave.
I got Justis a child's toy microwave for his birthday.
How do I make an almost 30-year-old dude friend happy? I'll get him a tiny microwave. It was good. I get it. I was stoked.
Yeah, it worked. Well, it fits his show, Microwave Minutes. Check it out, everybody.
Great.
It's doing big numbers.
Should I just... It's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough for the amount of effort that's put into it,
You're not selling coasters.
I am.
We got to sell those coasters.
How many do you have?
Left?
Yeah.
Like 4.
Oh, we're almost out.
Well, 8, I guess.
I think we should do a new merch
packs.
item with Orlando. I think that would be sick.
All right. Well, let's talk about that off
I'll
mic.
do it.
That has nothing to do. That's not a time.
That's fine.
You lanky boy.
Oh, we need new chairs and gloves. I don't know who you want to go about for that, but
Gloves.
yeah, gloves.
You want to what? Like printed? You
I don't think so.
want to have like a logo on them?
No.
You just want plain gloves?
Yeah, some new gloves. Don't you love a new glove?
Oh, I thought you meant like for merch.
No.
You just want a pair of gloves?
Yeah.
How's that relevant?
Let's talk about, you know.
We're
Well-
talking about Kanye West. He was wearing some gloves. Boy, did he have some fits
Best dressed
throughout the whole time.
forever.
But he's only been, I think he's best dressed now.
Yeah.
He's been dressing so much better now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I love that look. I love the
Minimalist, muted color.
No, what is the
Military
material?
esque
What is the
stuff?
material that's been?
I don't even know.
The Gap stuff looks incredible.
There's
I love
seamless
it.
stuff on
It's
there. It doesn't
it's
even make any sense to
beautiful.
me.
The boots, those boots are nuts.
Get over the boots. He bought the big boots.
I'm wearing the boots.
Unbelievable.
I'll refrain from
At
comments
least like
on
when
the boots.
at least like when I did something like that, it was practical. Like I bought the Dickies jacket. He ordered the Met Gala.
well,
that
I
was
wanted,
$50 and it's a jacket. I'm gonna use it. You're not gonna wear those hunting boots.
I wanted like
You're not-
waterproof boots.
But you don't understand that he's like uber committed to style. You are not.
I am.
No, please. What are you wearing right now? You wearing scrubs?
No.
Those are scrubs.
That's hilarious.
You're embarrassing. So that's my point, dude.
No way.
He was, dude. When I saw him do the Yeezus tour, he had like 7 costume changes. All of them had like
God.
studded masks included, full head masks. He's been wearing masks for like a decade now. It's insane, in a good way, not the negative way. Went down to the Donda house the other day.
I saw that. Wait.
I was in Hyde Park, and I didn't have much work left, so I was like, 10-minute drive, whatever.
Worth it?
Yeah, well, it's like super fixed up and it looks really nice.
That's pretty wonderful.
It looks like it just got painted, like recent. It was like shining bright,
What color was it?
the
That
same
blue?
that like baby blue, but it was like vibrant.
Whoa.
And every window had an American flag sticker in it.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was funny that I could see.
That's wonderful.
And then like the fence had like DH like monogrammed into the metal on it, the front gate. And the fence was like brand new for sure.
Is it high? No.
You know, like 6 feet, whatever. Pretty a standard sized metal gate. But I mean, it clearly had a locked gate on it. You know?
Yeah. Do you think he goes and stays there? I doubt it.
No, it's like changed hands a bunch of times, and like at one point he was gonna have it be like the home of his creative studio, like the original like Donda creative. I think started out of that,
Mm-hmm.
but then I don't know. Now I think he just owns it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to own it. So I think that's why he was probably just like, well, I'm gonna have it fixed up at least. You know, why have it just sit there and rot?
I'm gonna have to say that right now.
And I think also the property next door was like a completely new thing, was like project was breaking ground, so who knows.
Mm-hmm. I like Donda 1 better right now.
I love that record.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think it's another masterpiece on the belt.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. I'm stoked. He's on a fucking tear.
I feel like
All the
whatever
clothes that
happens
drops
next
are
is gonna be
sick.
insane. It's gonna be beautiful.
I think that what's going to come next is probably some major updates to the stem player that are going to be even more insane.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm excited for everybody to go out and try it. You know, this is my plug. You should do it. You don't have to follow any of my stuff. Just go get this thing. It's worth it. It's worth it for everybody. It makes me listen to
It is.
songs
If I didn't
differently.
have the MPC, I would get that.
You can borrow this for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's just not worth the extra price. I'm still paying off that MPC.
I guess what I'm saying is that
If I didn't owe any money for the MPC, then I would just buy one for the fuck of it.
I'm just saying you can use mine, but you should get one now because I want that
while
back.
while they're still cheap
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Before they start dropping for $400 and
I'll
$500.
sell you mine for $500. Some people have said yes.
Original.
I'm
And
just kidding.
the one thing I don't
Nobody said
understand
yes.
though, a bunch of them
Nobody's-
seem to be like slightly different colors.
Is that true?
Don't they seem like it in pictures?
No, I think it's just lighting.
Is it? I
I
feel
don't
like some of them
know.
are gray. Yours is like Justice's is like a pinkish, which
Mine's
it
like
doesn't
a
look
skin
bad.
tone. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I just don't know if it comes in other things or not. I feel like, regardless, it would be random if it did.
Someone check right now. Are there colors to the stem player? We gotta know because we gotta order 6 of them so that we get every color.
The same one just shows up every time.
I would be fine with that. Imagine like 5
I
of
don't
them
know.
playing at
No,
once.
the one on the site definitely looks like yours.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
It is. It's just more pink in person.
Yeah, it's got more red hues. I
Yeah.
don't know what the
Do you
fuck
go?
that
Do you go
means.
on the forum?
Yeah, it's a Discord chat.
Oh, that's right.
I'm definitely in it.
Are you?
It's embarrassing.
Are people dropping hot tracks, or is everybody like 12
People
or
are-
both? I suppose.
People are only doing the same few songs. I feel like I don't know. I don't keep up, to be honest. I have no idea. It's all right. There's a lot of other things happening in Discord. So
Oh yeah, you're a big Discord
I'm a
guy.
big
Tell me what's cooking at Discord.
well, right now we got some NFTs that we're dealing
Ew,
with.
shut the fuck up. Do you own an NFT?
No, I have some made though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd those do?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Yeah. Well, I think we know the answer.
Not well.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
It was worth a try,
You should get a Mighty Ducks jersey.
That would be fucking awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
it would look good on you.
I
I feel
love
like
that movie.
I feel like you're a big hockey jersey guy.
I get to go to
It's a good
a
lanky
Blackhawks
guy.
game for free.
Well, they're terrible, so
I get to see that.
that adds up.
Yeah.
They're probably fucking giving tickets away.
You should go when I go.
Give me a free ticket.
I don't have another free ticket.
Well, then I don't want to pay to go see the Blackhawks. Fuck the Blackhawks.
Aren't they cheap?
Not cheap enough.
Okay.
Bad
40?
hockey.
20?
Bad hockey's
40?
hard to watch.
All right, come on. You're not going to be able to see anything from out there.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be up in the 300s either way.
Yeah,
that's where you
that's what
get a
I'm
fucking
saying.
cheap ticket. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about getting. I'm not getting like a 100 box or whatever.
I've never been in the 100s at the United Center for anything.
Me either.
I've never been in the 100s at an arena for anything.
What about Cubs?
That wasn't like a minor league thing.
Is that a thing? That's different seating, isn't it?
No, I've never been to I went to one baseball game in the lower deck. Yeah, but
We were way high
But
for
it's-
the Bears. That was insane.
yeah, yeah. Soldier Field's tall.
That's nauseating.
It's very steep. No, baseball is different because especially Wrigley, the stands just go so far back that you
Yeah.
could be in what would be the 100s, but you'll be in like the 80th row.
Yeah.
So it's like not great. And Wrigley has like poles and shit that obstruct your view. It's terrible. Unless you're sitting in the bleachers, I don't like Wrigley. Really, the bleachers are great though.
It'll be like a bleachers game.
What is that? What? The bleachers aren't a team.
If I could have a team, it would be called the Bleachers.
I mean,
for
that's
sure.
a good team name. The Birmingham Bleachers.
Let's move to Alabama. I'm game.
Waterboy 2.
Yeehaw.
He's the coach.
That's amazing.
It writes itself.
Call Adam. The other one.
Hey, Sandy. Get over here.
Do they call him that?
No, they call him the Sandman.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, that's it. You just did it at the wrong.
Oh,
Speed.
yeah.
Say your prayers. I had it.
Oh my god.
I had it for a millisecond in there.
That was amazing.
We got to play that back. Put that in the stem player, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it.
Download this episode.
Can you do that on any of those platforms? You can't do that. Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can literally do it on all of them.
Can you rip it though and sample it? You can't. Oh, I guess I could copy.
You could probably transfer it to your Files app.
No, you can literally just copy a link from anywhere on the internet and put it.
Well, that's true as well.
So you could just enter the link for the episode. I think from either of them, and it would work. Apple Music or podcast.
I think you could just download it to your Files though, like directly.
Damn, dude.
Probably. They've really improved on that. Getting things onto your phone is not a lot easier now.
You know what's coming up?
What?
I don't know.
Jew dark titties.
Yes.
We're going soon.
No,
We're going in. What's today? We're going
it's
in
like 3 weeks.
3
away.
weeks from tomorrow, as of this recording.
I'm
Fuck.
pretty stoked.
It's gonna be great. Gonna go see some Broadway shows. I would never.
Really? You would never go to Broadway?
For free, sure.
Wait, so
It's just the theater. Just because it's in New York City doesn't mean that I'm gonna like it. I don't like the theater.
I thought some people that really, really, really love theater moved to New York. You know, so
Yeah,
all the most concentrated.
People are embarrassing. Yeah. I love theater, so I'm gonna move to New York. You're disgusting.
I could see that being fun.
They have theater everywhere. Go to a school play. It's the same garbage.
Any school play you're saying is just as good as Broadway. That's what you're saying.
It's the same shit. It's Les Miserables. Go watch the
It's not.
movie. Who gives a fuck?
Oh my god. Is that still on Broadway?
Yes.
That's
the same
crazy.
shows are there forever. That's how it works. And then obviously there's new ones and shit. Like, okay, I saw the Book of Mormon here in Chicago. It was very funny, but I saw it because of what it was, not because I love the theater. And I saw it here, and it was great. What would have been better?
It was probably better in New York.
They just had better actors. Sure, well, everything's better with better actors. Get better actors for everything. Problem solved. Like, sorry, it doesn't work that way. It was still a good show. You know, they didn't have shitty actors. I wasn't at the Hemmons Auditorium. You ever go to Hemmons?
I think so.
In
yeah,
Elgin?
for the symphony orchestra.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You're such a fucking dork, dude. What the fuck? Get out of my house.
Yeah, at least once.
That
The
sounds
Hemmons in
terrible.
Elgin, right?
Yeah.
It's by the boat.
Yes, it is by the boat.
For those that don't know, let us tell you about fucking Elgin.
Grand Victoria Casino.
One of the coolest casinos.
No, it isn't.
It's a beaut.
It's not a unique thing for a casino to be on a boat.
I love a good boat in the middle of Elgin.
The Fox River.
Yeah.
You used to drink that water. You're disgusting.
I have never drank that water.
You used to live in Elgin.
That's true.
That's Fox River water, baby.
We used to go to the tap at the store, you know.
Did you?
Yeah. You get the water.
Yeah,
you
but
fill
was
them up
the
in
store
the jug.
was the store in Elgin?
Yeah, but they have like filtered water there.
You can get a water filter anywhere. It's still the same water.
You clean the water. You
got-
probably had some of it too at some point.
Well, some.
That's all I'm saying.
Some, but I've been drinking Lake Michigan water my entire goddamn life.
I actually really don't think that they get the water from the Fox.
Yes, they do.
Is that true?
Yes.
Some people. It's not.
It's part of the county designation where you get your water from.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's how things work.
So like
It's a grid.
14 years, I think I drank Fox Lake.
Ew, that's the Fox River's gross.
Fox River.
Fox River's gross.
You know, who's in charge of that?
It's brown.
I've seen the water.
It's brown.
Oh, I've seen it.
It's not good.
It's some gnarly ass water, bro.
Yeah,
That shit's brown.
it's not good.
It's
Hey, but you're tall, so something's in there. Vitamin E. This ain't no nutritionist
don't play with that
podcast.
Fox River shit, dog. We got vitamin E, K, G.
You're gonna need an EKG after drinking that shitty water.
It's all pretty shitty at this point. It's water. I was just talking about water in general.
terrible.
What? Come on.
1 out of 10.
Give me that one.
1 out of 10.
Nobody gives me the bad ones,
And
you
I'm
know?
being generous. Being generous with that 1 out of 10.
Oh, that would have killed.
Where?
I don't know any clubs.
You couldn't make a room of 6th graders laugh.
That is not true.
What would you say?
I would do stunts. You know?
You're like, I'm gonna do a backflip off this desk. You just hit your head on something sharp.
You
Go
know
to the
what it is.
hospital.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, that guy fucking rules. We gotta write a movie. That's 2 movies now, Sandler. Let us in on your Netflix deal.
What was the first one? I don't remember.
Waterboy 2, he's the coach.
The Bleachers.
Yeah, the Birmingham Bleachers. That's right.
And now we got this one? What is it?
Did you see Jackass Forever?
No.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I heard that the other day.
I think it's still out. No, it might not be out
I'm not
anymore.
going to go watch it. I'm going to wait.
It's better. It was so good in the theater. Packed room. What an environment.
I get that energy. I'm cool. That's fine. You know what's exciting?
Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing?
I have
Justice-
glasses retainers.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Justis is 68 years old, and he has a necklace for his glasses.
It's amazing, and I suggest you get it.
He also, for a while, had a phone case belt clip,
That's bags.
and it wasn't ironic. He was just like, no, it's actually pretty convenient.
I'm a
It's
working
like,
man, you know? With the belt clip and the
You
glasses
make, like-
retainer.
You make like squash. You're not a working man. You make
You
fucking,
chop squash, bitch. You're
you-
no working man.
You make fucking charcuterie boards.
I don't. I actually don't. Someone else does it.
I knew somebody was doing it.
Somebody's doing it. Somebody's doing all the things I did, but you know, it's not me. Totally.
Don't you literally make like dainty desserts though?
I love a good dainty dessert.
Oh well.
Did you watch my new episode?
You are a dainty dessert. Look at you.
Ooh.
You tall drink of murky water.
There was traces of mercury in that shit for sure. Oh God, I forgot we were talking about the Fox River.
Oh yeah. You probably ate catfish out of that motherfucker too. You're a scumbag.
Probably. That's probably true.
Yeah.
I've had catfish recently. And well,
You got
back
out of
then.
the Fox River.
they're huge. You see that one out of Humboldt Park? That shit was huge.
No.
It was a giant. I think it was a catfish or a carp. One or the other. I think it was a carp.
Don't you remember seeing that giant catfish in that fucking quarry in Missouri? Because the water was so clear, we just saw it swimming beneath us. It looked like it could have ate our leg.
No,
It
I
was
don't
so
remember
big.
seeing that. Maybe I'm blacking it out though.
I think you were scared of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't that scared of it.
I'm scared of that.
I think I kicked it on accident,
We
and that freaked me out.
often bring this up, but we did. There was dangerous stunts that were performed.
Dude,
on the
every
trip.
now and then I'll just be like, dude, I jumped off a cliff.
It was like
That was
very
crazy.
dangerous. It was
Technically, but everybody else did it. We watched like 45 people do
It's
it.
true all day long. We
And-
waited and waited and waited
and we
until
were
something
literally-
happened and nothing ever happened.
And we were like, all right,
guess we got to do it.
I guess we got to, no, we were like, all right, well, it's like pretty much time to go. Like we were going to leave the
Yeah.
whole thing.
There was
Or
just,
we were going to go hike or whatever. And then 2 like models did it. No disrespect to the other ladies down in the middle of Missouri. But they did that shit, and me and Justice just looked at each other, and the misogyny just came right out. We're just like, okay, like if they're doing it, like we can't leave here and not do it. I would have felt very like, I would have felt like a bitch. I don't know how else to word it. So we climbed up there, and boy,
it was dangerous to get
it was
down
it was a
there.
rough climb.
It was.
It was a rough climb. Almost slipped a few times. I was about halfway up, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do
Because
the
we
rest of
were
this.
wet, facing rock, just like
Yeah.
trying to climb, and our wet skin just slid down every opportunity.
Yeah, it wasn't
could.
ideal, but it's like if you fall, that
No
would be
foot-
worse. than-
Barefoot?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
no good choices. Then we get to the top.
No rules. Nobody in there whatsoever. Everybody was running out. There was like 100 people across this
we were
area.
in the quarry. And down at the swimming hole. And we get to the top. And all I told myself was, you got to push off, jump off. Don't jump out. But then I thought about that so much that I didn't take a running start.
Another scary aspect
And
of
so I didn't
the
jump out
launch,
very far.
too, where we were jumping from was on a decline towards where we were jumping.
I think
it
that's
was like
part of it.
Scary to give yourself a running
I was
start 'cause you
afraid
could,
I
like,
was
slip
gonna.
out.
I was afraid I was gonna miss my jump or like jump too early or
Yeah,
late. You jump too
yeah.
late and you're dead.
It was
Because then you just run off a cliff. Yeah, it wasn't great.
my package is already almost here. Well, not here, but
Okay.
sorry, it's not important. Should have break it up.
The second my feet left that cliff,
Oh my god.
I was like, my brain did this. Like, I didn't consciously make this decision, but I was like, I made this in this millisecond. Because, like, you fall, it takes, 1 second? In real time? Like, we watch people. It's like, you jump, you're in the water. Like, that's pretty much it. It's like 50 feet, but it's quick.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to, like, 3 Mississippi, probably. So, but my brain, in this little bit of time, like, the second I leap off, my brain goes, like, okay, this might be fun, but, like, prepare for the worst pain you ever going to feel in your life. Like, just to brace for it. Like, psychologically, I was like, I don't know what's under there. So this might hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And then also while doing that, I left my arms out. And they fucking slammed and hit the water. And everybody thought that I got hurt real bad. But then I was just like, I remember, like, I remember hitting the water and then just, like, going under and being like, oh, nice, we did it.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, I don't care how long it takes me to swim up. I'm definitely not going to drown. Like, I was like, I already know I'm good. So we're good.
Yeah.
Felt great. It did take me a while to get up there. Though. I went deep into that water, which,
Driving force.
Yeah.
It was like as your arms hit the water, you also like folded your arms up and kind of like gracefully hit the water at like a wonderful speed, like deep enough for you to like drift off as you hit the water.
It was wild. It was fun.
You must have a mean butterfly stroke, is all I'm saying.
I probably wouldn't do it again. Unless it was in like a more structured environment.
If it was in the Dominican Republic, I would.
That's a place you shouldn't do it.
Why?
You want to do it where there's like good hospitals.
Oh my God. I thought we were talking about the water, but yeah, that's probably true.
It's definitely true. Not that there were any in the middle of the fucking Mark Twain forest either.
There wasn't.
We were in the middle of the Ozarks. So
I can't wait to go back that way. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, Kansas City.
I want to go
She's
back
calling
through the
me.
Badlands again as well, because that was
nuts.
So there was a lot of
Here's the thing,
different
though.
areas to go to. So.
That's true. But I've seen pictures of people that have gone in the not snow-covered Badlands,
Yeah.
and they do not look as cool. Like, nearly.
So it looks good in the wintertime, you're saying?
It looks way better in the winter. We lucked out.
That's pretty sick. I would do that again. Get a nice Jeep rental. Oh my God, dude, that was
such a good
luxurious.
car.
Yeah. Hannah was looking at one the other
They
day in a
said-
parking lot, and she's like, "That's what you drove on your trip, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "They're really nice."
Yeah.
She's like, "I think that I would get that if I would get like an SUV that size."
They were like, what do you want, the Ford or the Jeep? I'm like, we're going to Wyoming. I want the Jeep, baby. What are we talking about here?
I wonder what the Ford would have been. What's their SUV that comparison?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I literally don't know. I only know they're big ones. I know like the Explorer.
250s, yeah. Oh, yeah. It
well,
would have been an Explorer probably.
No, that would be too big though. That's like a full size. No,
or-
that's a full size. We got a mid size.
They have a couple different Explorers, I think,
Oh,
too.
then maybe that's all it is. Either way, give me the Jeep.
Yeah,
It was
for
like
sure.
a Compass or whatever.
But when they have an
I
electric
don't remember which
vehicle,
Jeep
though,
it was. Everybody's got one now.
it's going to be sick. How do you feel about that?
It just bothers me that Tesla doesn't get the credit.
Tesla has a lot of factories, or no? Like, are they building a lot of those of their electric
I think
vehicles?
they already have 3.
Three.
I think
Are they
they're
all in the
opening a
U.S.?
4th one. I want to say yes.
I think so.
There might be one in Asia or something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think that.
But that might be only for the cars made there. I don't.
He
I
might
don't
be
really
the
know.
creator and the person that's doing it, but it's a good thing that now he's gonna have competition. That's pretty sick. It'll give him
Are
something.
you talking about Elon?
Yeah, you were like, you just wish he gets more credit.
No, I want
but-
Tesla to get, just in general.
Oh, okay.
Like they don't really get the respect. Like I told you earlier, I saw an ad for a Toyota EV and it has a yoke steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's like, gee,
the design
your
doesn't need to be
electric-
stolen.
your
that's for
electric
sure.
car has a yoke steering wheel. I wonder how you came up with that idea. It's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because they want them. I think what the dream thing would be Tesla goes under and they just don't have other manufacturers don't have to change.
Is that possible?
No, not at this point. Well, that's the thing. If all the competition started doing it, then
They're
maybe.
gonna have to make
But
a
the thing
cheaper
is,
car.
like at this point, once everybody's already making them, then they've won because you can't stop because now there's a market.
Mhm.
If you're already making it,
Then it's
you know what I mean. They'd be
only gonna get better.
yeah. Well, they'd also be throwing away billions and billions of dollars to stop once you start the production process on a car. Like
Oh.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's got to keep going. So
So I'm going to see Snow Allegra in May.
I don't know what that is.
I don't mean to turn it not about electric vehicles, but that's about all the things that I know about it, to be honest. You know? I just figured I'd throw that in there. I
Great.
figured you should know.
Well, I think we can get out of here on that.
What? You don't have any other segments?
No.
Oh, come on, man. We gotta get something else going in here. Oh, we could talk more about New York also. We were talking about Wyoming. That's gonna be sick. Are we gonna pull the trigger?
It is going to be sick. I'll make an announcement.
Oh man, I don't
Then-
get to be here for the announcement.
No, I'm making the announcement right now, stupid.
Oh, Mr. Wise Guy.
I'm making the announcement right here, right now, and then we're going to get out of here.
We're gonna go.
We're
Finish.
doing another live episode in New
Yeah.
York. Not live. Because that's embarrassing when you go live and nobody's looking, Justice. But we're going to record another one in New York City, possibly a second video special.
Things will ensue.
Not saying there will be one because who knows what could go wrong.
It's gonna go great. I'm gonna remember all of the things that I need.
Justice is going to yet again forget something, but at least we'll be in New York and we'll be able to buy it, unlike when we're in the middle of the mountains in Wyoming and you can't get a fucking XLR cable
Damn.
helicoptered to you.
People don't know.
So anyway,
We were stranded without the cords we needed.
that's coming soon, but I think that might be the episode 100 special, so even if that happens in 3 weeks, it won't be out for a little bit after. So keep your eyes peeled, ladies and germs. Justice!
Are you excited for Elden Ring?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Pleasure as always.
Thank you for all of the help with today's episode.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You know where to find me. I'm not going to do it.
At Justice.
No, it's 3 J's USTIS.
See,
Thank you.
And that's how you manipulate someone into doing something that they say they're not going to do.
I'm not doing all of it, but you can find
Microwave
me.
Minutes, rate, review, subscribe to this and that, and link in the description for all the rest. Goodbye. But wait. Don't forget. I are fat. You are fat. We are fat. Calculate!